Today's lesson is called Playing Dead to Stay Alive. Hi everyone, my name is Jeff.
I'm Roger. Today we're going to continue talking about playing dead in order to stay alive. We're not playing dead in order to be dead. If we want to be dead, we would do other things than pretend to be dead. We're not encouraging you, of course, to do that, but some animals, of course, want to keep on living. They want to keep on surviving, and sometimes they're in a situation in which they are being attacked by a predator, and they don't have any other choice but to pretend to be dead and hope the threat goes away.
Yes, some animals play possum. What does that mean? It means that you act like an opossum. You play dead. And yes, opossums are amazing actors. They can really sell the fact that they're dead. They're not actually dead, but they can convince other animals, predators even, that they are dead. They're just that good at playing dead. They roll over, they curl up, they let their tongue hang out so as to look dead, and they also release a terrible scent that makes another animal like a predator think that they're actually rotting. Boy, are they ever good actors. They really sell their acting quite well. But are opossums alone in playing dead? No way. Ducks, chickens, rabbits, beetles, certain snakes, all of them can play dead. Even baby sharks play dead. And we're not talking about baby sharks that are swimming around and stuff like that. Baby sharks still inside their eggs can play dead. How amazing is that? That's super amazing. All right, folks, that's not all, though. We're going to learn some more about animals who play dead to stay alive, or animals that play dead to stay alive, I should say. So let's go ahead and take a short break, and when we come back, we'll start the second part of our article on these animals.
Some animals use tonic immobility to catch their prey. Found in Lake Malawi in East Africa, large fish called sleeper cichlids sink to the bottom and lie utterly still. The fish have mottled skin that makes them look like they're rotting, adding to the illusion of death. When smaller scavenger fish swim over looking for dinner, the cichlids wake up and eat them.
各位好，第一部分我们看到一个单字 utterly， 这个字是副词，指完全的、彻底的。例如 Although they are good friends, the two boys are utterly different from each other. 虽然这两位男孩是好朋友，但是他们完全的不同。另外补充 utterly 同义的单字 completely, C-O-M-P-L-E-T-E-L-Y. 所以可以说 We can't get a table right now because the restaurant is completely full. 由于餐厅现在完全的客满，我们没有座位。接着我们看到一个单字 illusion， 是名词，指假象、错觉、幻想。例如 Stumbling through the desert, Anna saw a pool of clear blue water, but she knew it was just an illusion. 在蹒跚的穿越沙漠时， Anna 看到清澈湛蓝的水池，但她知道那只是幻觉。又或者说 Although it looked like the woman on stage disappeared, it was only an illusion. 虽然看起来台上的女生不见了，但那只是个假象而已。
Okay, remember last time we started talking about playing dead, and the scientific term, of course, is tonic immobility, okay? Not moving a muscle, basically, to look like you're dead. So some animals use tonic immobility to catch their prey. Your prey here, of course, is the animal that you are hunting. Who's the predator and who's the prey? Well, a wolf chasing after a mouse would be the predator and the mouse would be the prey. So here, some animals actually use it to catch their prey, to get the prey to come in closer, I guess. So let's go to Africa here, found in Lake Malawi in East Africa. Large fish called sleeper cichlids sink to the bottom and lie utterly still. So again, this is happening in a big lake in East Africa. We've got some large fish there, and they're called sleeper cichlids. It's a kind of fish. These fish in this lake in East Africa will actually sink to the bottom of the lake. They'll go to the bottom of the lake there, and then they will lie there utterly still. Utterly here just means completely still.
Now, if you were a small fish, this would be a really bad idea. You sink to the bottom and you just lay there. You would look like perfect prey. A big animal, or a big fish, I should say, would swoop by and eat you up. But remember, we're talking about a large fish, and very often large fish have no predators. They are the predators. So they can pull this off while trying to catch prey. Now, one note on this word pray. We're not going to church and praying to God here. That would be P-R-A-Y. No. Here the word is prey, P-R-E-Y. And yes, when we're talking about prey, we're talking about animals that are hunted and killed by other animals. And these killer animals are called predators. These predators eat prey for food. Like I said before, though, a small fish shouldn't become immobile, I should say, and sink to the bottom of the lake. That's a great way to get eaten. But these sleeper cichlids, yes, they're big fish, so they can pull this off. They sink to the bottom, and they lie utterly still. And there's more. The fish have mottled skin that makes them look like they're rotting, adding to the illusion of death. So like the opossum, the cichlid really sells things. The opossum let off that smell that makes a predator believe that this opossum is rotting. Well, here this sleeper cichlid has a certain type of mottled skin that makes them look like they're rotting. People really think by looking at them that they are dead and rotting.
Indeed, mottled means of different patterns. Maybe it's dark here, light there, gray there, yellow, red. Some cats have mottled fur, for example. So they've got this mottled skin. Maybe it looks a little bit like camouflage in a way. That adds to the illusion of death. Illusion just means it looks like something, but it actually isn't. Magicians are masters of illusion, for example. So yes, indeed, this makes it look that they are actually dead. So when smaller scavenger fish swim over looking for dinner, the cichlids wake up and eat them. We've got scavenger fish. They're swimming close to the bottom of the lake there looking for things to eat. You might have some scavenger fish in your aquarium that eat up all the scum off the glass and stuff like that. Well, these scavenger fish are looking for things to eat. They swim over these fish that are playing dead there, but they're not actually dead, and those sleeper cichlids wake up, and then they catch those scavenger fish and chomp them down.
All right, folks, with that, it is time for us to take a break, but don't go away. We'll be right back after this.
It's also possible to force animals to play dead. For example, many fish simply need to be flipped onto their backs, and they will go into tonic immobility. Orcas have been known to take advantage of this reaction in sharks. They will hit sharks to stun them, and then flip them over until they suffocate. Once the sharks are dead, the orcas can gobble up whatever they fancy.
第二部分我们看到一个片语 take advantage of something 表示利用、善用。例如 Rita took advantage of her vacation time to repaint her house.Rita 趁着休假时重新粉刷她的房子，而 take advantage of 还有占点点点便宜或故意利用点点点的意思，像是 Ronald took advantage of Amelia's trusting nature and cheated her out of thousands of dollars. Ronald 故意利用 Amelia 容易相信人的天性，骗了她好几千元。这边补充另一个使用 advantage 的片语，常常使用 to somebody's advantage 表示对某人有利。举例来说 The delay turned out to be to our advantage because we had more time to plan. 延期对我们来说是有利的，因为这样我们就有更多时间来计划。另外补充也有利用之意的相关片语，可以用 make the most of 来表示做最有效的利用。所以可以说 We should make the most of our day in the city by taking in as many sights as possible.我们应该借由尽量多参观一些景点来充分利用我们在城里的时间。最后我们看到动词 suffocate 有使窒息而死之意，像是 If you have to leave your dog in the car, open the windows a little bit so it won't suffocate. 如果你得把狗留在车上，把车窗打开一点，以免它窒息。另外补充 suffocate 的名词 suffocation S-U-F-F-O-C-A-T-I-O-N suffocation 所以可以说 The mobster died from suffocation in the car before he confessed to the police 那名歹徒还来不及向警方自首，就被发现窒息沉尸在车内。
Okay, let's move on now to the next part of our lesson. We're still talking about playing dead in the natural world. It's also possible to force animals to play dead. So, of course, some animals play dead on purpose in order to get a predator to give up on them. Or in the case of the sleeper cichlid, they play dead in order to attract prey.But again, you could also force animals to play dead against their will. For example, many fish simply need to be flipped onto their backs, and they will go into tonic immobility. They will play dead. So here we've got flip, which means basically to turn something over. Like some mean kids sometimes will flip turtles over onto their backs.And let them bake in the hot sun of the desert, and they don't turn them back over. I wonder why that is. But in any case here, they flip these fish onto their backs, but instead of trying to flip back around again, the fish actually go into tonic immobility. They actually play dead.
Wow. They don't even mean to. You just flip this fish onto its back.And it acts dead, okay? It's not trying to. It just goes into tonic immobility. It's a thing. And get this. Orcas, whales, orca whales, killer whales have been known to take advantage of this reaction in sharks. Yeah, I've been told that, let's say when dolphins and sharks, when they kind of fight, the dolphins, even though they might be smaller than the big, nasty sharks,The dolphins always win in those altercations or those fights because sharks, they're not that smart. Whales, on the other hand, are quite smart. Dolphins are smart and sperm whales are really smart, and apparently orcas or killer whales are smart as well. In fact, they're able to take advantage of this tonic immobility within fish.With this reaction, they do this, or they take advantage of this with sharks. They know at some level that if you flip a fish over onto the back, that fish will go into tonic immobility. And because orcas and whales and stuff like that are smart, they have been known to take advantage of this reaction in sharks, because apparently sharks aren't that bright. Anyways, let's talk about this phrase, to take advantage of something. If you take advantage of something, you get the most out of something. You kind of turn a situation to your benefit. You do something so that you can extract the benefit out of some situation. So this orca thinks, hey, look at this shark. He's in my way. Let's flip him over, and then he'll play dead, and he won't be a problem anymore. Ha ha ha, the orca.Win. Anyways, I've got an example sentence for this phrase. You could say, when I was younger, my parents used to tell me, take advantage of opportunity. It knocks but once.
My goodness, I think parents say that all the time. Take advantage of these opportunities and you will get ahead. So these killer whales, these orcas, take advantage of this. You could also say they use this to their advantage.Because these sharks do this, they will hit sharks to stun them, which means to kind of surprise them as if you're giving them an electric shock. And then the sharks will be flipped over by the orcas, and the sharks will eventually suffocate. So again, they flip them over until they suffocate. To suffocate means you cannot breathe, you don't get enough air, so you die.
Oh my gosh, it goes even further than just getting the shark out of the way. They hit the shark, they stun them, and then they flip them over until they suffocate. So when they're fighting the shark, they say, hey, we're going to get the shark out of the way permanently. We're going to use this tonic immobility thing to kill this shark, to suffocate this shark. How amazing.Orcas are smart, but they're also really kind of nasty. I guess that's why they're called killer whales. Anyways, yes, to stun something is to shock or to otherwise do something to someone or something else so that they're incapable of reacting. Here, the orcas do something and the shark can't do anything about it. And yes, once the sharks are dead in this case, the orcas can gobble up whatever they fancy. So before they were competing with the sharks, they were both eating the same school of fish, let's say, but after they have dispatched these sharks, the orcas can gobble up whatever they fancy or whatever they want. Yes, they can eat anything they want. Now, I know this is the case because the verb gobble means to eat. If you gobble something, you eat that thing up quickly and with relish. Now, for the most part, when people gobble something, they wolf that thing down while also making a whole lot of noise.
Right, so I gobbled down 3 hamburgers because I was so hungry. I was starving, so I gobbled down that food. So indeed, these orcas can gobble up those sharks, and they can gobble up whatever they want, whatever they fancy. Fancy here is being used as a verb. It just means what you want. Okay, let's move on now to the third part of our lesson. We are going to listen to it first.
For us humans, playing dead could prevent attacks. If you ever have the misfortune to meet a brown bear in the wild, experts recommend that you get on the ground and stay completely still. As long as the bear is only trying to protect itself, this will stop you from looking like a threat. If you're lucky, the bear will get bored and walk off.
Okay, folks, we're here to wrap up our article on playing dead. I've mentioned this before, but when I was growing up, I was always really bad at playing dead. My brother, on the other hand, was a master at playing dead, but he never once played dead in order to survive. He was only playing dead to trick me and other people. In fact, I don't think he ever played dead for any other reason than that, to get the best of me and my sisters. But yes, for us humans, playing dead could apparently prevent attacks.
It could. It could be used as a defense mechanism to stop them from attacking in the first place. If you ever have the misfortune to meet a brown bear in the wild, experts recommend that you get on the ground and stay completely still. Ooh, that doesn't sound very safe that way, especially if you encounter a brown bear in the wild. If you go hiking in a national forest in the United States or Canada or something, you might encounter a brown bear. So if you have that misfortune, if you have the bad luck to encounter a brown bear in a wild area, well, this is what experts say you should do. They recommend that you get on the ground and be completely still. That kind of sounds like that scene from Jurassic Park, you know, when they said, don't move. That way the Tyrannosaurus Rex won't attack you. Its hunting is based on movement. Maybe it's the same thing for brown bears.
Maybe it is. Anyways, you have fortune, then you have misfortune. But you can be fortunate or unfortunate. How confusing. Just remember this, though. Here the word is misfortune. You don't ever have anything like an unfortune, though you can be unfortunate. Anyways, yes, what's a misfortune? A misfortune is, like Roger said, kind of a bad or an unlucky event. Now, a misfortune is not as bad as, let's say, a disaster, but it is pretty bad. It's more kind of like an unlucky event that might be bad. Very simply, a misfortune is a bad or unlucky event that happens to you and that makes your life more difficult than it has to be. Anyways, for example, you could say, my cousin Dan has experienced many misfortunes in his life.
Yes, if you're hiking again in the wilderness and you come across a brown bear and they look like they want to attack you, well, experts say, hey, don't try to run away. They're much faster than you. All you got to do is get on the ground and be completely still. Again, play dead. And as long as the bear is only trying to protect itself, this will stop you from looking like a threat. So again, the bear will be trying to protect itself. That's probably why it's going to attack you in the first place. Bears have been told that human meat is not very tasty. They don't really want to attack you unless they have to. So you got to look like you're not threatening to them, and then they'll probably leave you alone.
Yes, if you're lucky, the bear will just get bored and walk off, and then your life can resume as before. Anyways, folks, with that, that's it for our lesson on playing dead. But don't worry, don't fret. The Chinese teacher is on her way.
各位同学大家好，我是 Hanny。 我们来看今天的文法重点。课文第3部分提到人类装死可能可以避免攻击。他说啊， If you ever have the misfortune to meet a brown bear in the wild, experts recommend that you get on the ground and stay completely still. 如果你运气不佳，在野外遇到一只棕熊，那专家建议你趴在地上，并且静止不动。好，句子里面的 recommend 表示建议，它用到的句型是 recommend that 主词 should 原形动词，这是用来表达建议某人做某事。那其中的 should 常常省略不用，只保留后面的原形动词。像课文里面的 experts recommend that you get on the ground and stay completely still， 这个 that 子句里面 you 的后面就是省略了 should。好，那其实英文里面还有许多类似这种用法的动词，它主要可以分成4大类型。第一种呢是表达建议或是提供，像是 advise、propose、suggest 等等。那么第二种类型是表达强烈要求请求，像是有 ask、demand、request、require 等等。那么第三种是表达命令指示，像是 command、order 等等。那么第四种是表达坚决要求、坚决主张，像 insist 这个动词就属于这一类。好，例如 Terry's mom suggested that he should bring his own water bottle. 也可以说 Terry's mom suggested that he bring his own water bottle. Terry 的妈妈建议他带自己的水瓶去。那么这边 that 子句里面的 he 你可以直接就搭配原形动词 bring， 直接把 should 省略。再看一个例句， Her parents insisted that she should go see a doctor. 你也可以省略 should 变成 Her parents insisted that she go see a doctor. 她的爸妈坚决认为她一定要去看医生。好，那这边呢要提醒同学们，用 insist 来表达坚持要做某事，坚持某件事情应该发生的时候，才会用到我们刚刚说这种句型。如果你只是要用 insist 来表达坚持、坚称，那么后面的 that 子句我们是用直说法。例如She insists that it's not her fault. 她坚称那不是她的错。好，另外我们再帮同学们补充一下 recommend 这个动词的其他用法。第一种是 recommend 加上动词 ing 就可以表达建议做某事。例如 I recommend getting to the airport by taxi. 我建议你搭计程车去机场。那么第二种呢，是用 recommend something to somebody 来表达向某人推荐某事物，推荐某事物给某个人。例如 Emma recommended this book to me. Emma 推荐这本书给我。那同学们要记得不要把它说成 Emma recommended me this book， 这个用法是不正确的哦。物品要在前面 recommend something to somebody。 好，接着读到课文下一句， As long as the bear is only trying to protect itself, this will stop you from looking like a threat. 只要那只熊只是试着要自我防卫，那这就会让你看起来不具威胁了。句子里面这个 as long as 就是用来引导表示条件的副词子句，表达说只要怎么样就怎么样。那也可以写成 so long as。 我们来造个例句， The dish is easy to cook as long as you follow the recipe. 只要你按照食谱，那这道菜煮起来就会很简单。所以 as long as you follow the recipe 就是用来引出一个条件，你只要按照食谱就怎么样怎么样。好，以上是这些重点整理，我们回顾今天单字吧。
Prey. The lone mouse was easy prey for the owl as it ran across the open field. Utterly. This city was utterly destroyed in the war, so everything here is brand new. Flip. Flip over your cards and let's see who won. Stun. After walking into the glass door by accident, Jamie was stunned for a few moments. Gobble. When April was a teenager, she could gobble up as much food as she wanted without gaining weight. Misfortune. Though I had the misfortune of losing my wallet, a kind stranger paid my bus fare home.
Discussion Starter starts now!
It's time now for our discussion starter. Here is the question, which animal behavior was the most surprising to you?
I was really surprised that orcas, killer whales, were able to take advantage of tonic immobility in sharks. That they can do this is super surprising to me. It makes orcas seem really intelligent, which is also kind of scary. After all, orcas are killer whales.
Well, I thought the way those sleeper cichlids sink to the bottom to be very surprising. I thought it was very surprising because I didn't know fish could sink. I thought they floated all the time. Their ability to sink to the bottom of the lake and just lie there is very, very amazing to me.
Okay, everyone. With that, today's article is now complete. But, as always, we sure hope that you guys have enjoyed reading along with us. Anyways, I'm Jeff.
I am Roger.
See you next time.